Well, it's September, and we got to start thinking about being warm in the winter. So, naturally, we're going to speak to our friends from New Jersey Natural Gas, and we're going to find out what do we need to do to prepare for the winter so we can stay warm and comfortable at home. If you want to know more about this, just stay tuned. Hey, good morning, everyone, and welcome to Scan FYI. Yeah, welcome to September. Fall is coming. In fact, even today it was a little bit chilly, which made me think, getting ready to have to turn on the heat. So naturally, that makes us think about our friends from New Jersey Natural Gas. So with me today is Gary Pavarnik. Hi, Gary.
Hi, Andre. How you doing? It's always good to see you.
Always good to see you. And yeah, first of all, in a way, this chill in the air feels good after an amazingly hot and uncomfortable summer. So that felt kind of good to me. But on the other hand, I feel like now is the time we need to start thinking about making sure that everything is good in the house so that you're going to be warm this winter, right?
Absolutely. And as you said, this is that time of year, September, where, we unfortunately say goodbye to the summer, but this one I think we can all say goodbye to. Brutal as it
Goodbye.
was, a goodbye. So September is a good month to start thinking about how your heating equipment is operating, if it's operating properly. We don't want to wait till last minute type things. So September is a good month to test out your HVAC equipment. Make sure it's up to par.
Right. And let me just remind everyone there's a phone number right on the screen so that if you need to reach out to New Jersey Natural Gas, it's 877-455-NJNG right on the screen. Okay. So I know it's hard to think about turning on the heat right now. And just like you always say with the air conditioning, you don't want to wait until the hottest day of the summer to know whether or not your equipment is working. So I think we could say the same thing for you don't want to wait till minus 11 degrees to know that your heat works. So what do we need to do to really prepare, Gary?
Well, we really need to start thinking about our heating equipment. Yeah, it's September, cold weather is kind of on its way. So we want to kind of be proactive in making sure that our heating system is operating to its highest potential. Now, one of the things we always recommend, turn your heating system on, change the filters and things like that there. But, we don't want to wait till the last minute and
Right.
turn on our equipment and find out it's not working. We don't want to wait until the middle of the winter and have a failure of our equipment. Now we're really, oh boy, we have an emergency on our hands. Expensive repairs, potentially expensive replacements. But here at New Jersey Natural Gas SaveGreen, we have a lot of incentives and a lot of programs to help people do that in
Right.
case they
Right.
have to.
So just explain for anyone who is not sure what the Save Green division is. Gary, kindly explain. Oh, you know what? In fact, we should also explain who Gary is. I mean, obviously, Gary is from New Jersey Natural Gas, and always a big shout out to them because they are a sponsor of SCAN and one of our founding sponsors. So we always love you for that. But explain, just tell everyone who you are. What is your position at New Jersey Natural Gas?
I've been with New Jersey Natural Gas for a little over 13 years, energy auditor.
Right.
We would go to customers' houses when they either applied for a rebate at one time, look for ways to make their homes more energy efficient. I've been doing that since I've worked for the gas company. Right now, I'm in one of their moderate to low income programs. It's a weatherization program. We can talk about that a little bit later. But that's what we do. We're here to help you save money, lower your energy costs, reduce your carbon footprint. We're not just a gas company. We want you to save money. We want you to be as energy efficient as possible, and we've got the programs to help you out.
Save green, green as in bucks, green as in dollars. Save green is really it's really about saving money, but again, at the end of the day, everybody just wants to be comfortable in their home, whether it's warm in the summer, cool in what am I saying? Warm in the winter, cool in the summer. This summer we were all very warm.
That's
Yeah,
for sure. But yeah, we're about you said it, comfort. We want to make your home as energy efficient as possible. We've got incentive programs
right.
to help you do that. And home comfort, that's the big thing. One of our programs to help customers who unfortunately, the last their furnace went out. They have their technician come out and he says, you're gonna need to replace this. How many people are prepared for that? There aren't a lot of people who have those resources.
Right.
So here at New Jersey Natural Gas Save Green, we've got some really good programs.
So what are some of the things that you offer people? Because obviously a furnace, that's a big expense. And well, but you kind of can you gotta have a furnace. Let's obviously. But what do you offer at New Jersey Natural Gas to help people so they
Well,
can pay for it?
it's a nice thing to be able to afford replacing furnaces, but for those who may be with limited resources, we have programs. We have what we call the on-bill repayment program, OBRP as we call it. What that is it's a 0% financing up to $15,000, and that goes right into your gas bill to help you,
Yeah,
when those times are in need and you like, I don't really have the resources. Well, we here at New Jersey Natural Gas Save Green on bill repayment program. We have the whole house approach. We have weatherization programs. You mentioned the 800 number there,
right.
877. You can call and speak with one of our energy consultants. They can help you start, put you in the right direction. What program's best for you? So there's a lot of different opportunities out there. Take advantage of these things. Where are you going to get 0% financing? You know,
Nowhere.
and it goes right into your gas bill, so it's not a big out-of-pocket expense.
I think that some people might be surprised that the energy company, the gas company, is absolutely wanting its customers to have energy efficient appliances and be able to save money. And you're really doing everything that you can to help your customers do this. But guys, it all starts with a phone call, right? You've got to be proactive. And this is why, when you want to do this in September, you don't want to be doing this in December when you're flooded with phone calls for problems.
Absolutely. And if your furnace breaks in the middle of the winter, when else is it going to break? It's really going to put you in a spot, especially with some of these cold winters we could potentially get. So by being proactive, savegreen.com, calling up the 800 number or the 877, and talk with one of our consultants, go to our website and see what's out there. Like you said, we can only do so much, but why wait until it's an emergency? Be proactive. Now's the time.
You know what I'm curious now? If you don't call New Jersey Natural Gas you're a homeowner and you are a New Jersey Natural Gas customer. If you call any of these other HVAC places that are out there, and there's lots of them, lots of reputable places out there, will they be able to hook you up with the rebates and the payment plans through New Jersey Natural Gas? Or do people need to go directly to New Jersey Natural Gas?
Well, it's a good start to go to New Jersey Natural Gas, but I hear a lot of advertising on the radio. These contractors, HVAC contractors, are promoting our programs. They're there to
Okay.
help you as a customer too. There's not like one particular contractor you have to use. There are so many that participate in the program,
Okay,
you
good to
know,
know.
to get your business, and they offer you 0% financing for our programs, that's a plus for them too. You call up, you qualify for our programs. We do require high energy efficient equipment, as you mentioned. So,
Mhm.
there are some things we do have guidelines, but these contractors, and there are many of them, you know, most contractors participate in the program. The few that don't just aren't aware of it. So, there's a lot of contractors. Your contractor that you use maybe for maintenance, they might participate in the program. Ask them, hey, do you participate in Save
Right.
Green? You'll be surprised how many contractors out there do.
Right. So I think that's a really important point is that because you know that other people are going to possibly go to other contractors. And if you don't ask your contractor, you will never know the answer. So you must ask if they participate in the Save Green programs. That's important.
Absolutely. And
Yeah. All
a
right.
lot of
Good to
radio
know.
stations, a lot
Good
of
to know.
radio stations I listen to, the contractors do promote the Save Green program.
Good. Good.
They're eager to help you out. They want your business, of course, but they also want you to be comfortable and make it affordable for you to. It's a big expense replacing your HVAC system. As I said earlier, not many people are prepared for that. So when that happens, you know, you really want to look into these programs we have.
All right. And again, it all starts with that phone number right up there, right on the screen. You know
Uh,
what, Gary? You mentioned earlier, let's just remind people about the weatherization programs that New Jersey Natural Gas offers. Because maybe you don't need a whole furnace, which is great, but you might need a little extra zhuzhing up around your house.
Absolutely. With the programs we have, the OBRP, on bill repayment program, you know, sometimes you say to yourself, well, my furnace went, but my air conditioner is not old. So, you don't have to replace the entire system. We allow that. It's not like you have to replace them all together. Anybody's going to tell you it's a better idea to do that. But sometimes people will stagger their replacement because of their fundings. They don't have the funds to do it. They don't know about our program. If they knew about it, maybe they would have did the whole HVA system.
Right.
So
Mm.
the whole house approach. That's a pretty good program. There are some great incentives there. Um, there is a cost to the homeowners, but speaking with one of our consultants, they can find the program that's right for you. Another way to really start, and we're going to revisit this, is our QHEC programs. I know we've talked about this in
Right.
the past.
Please describe that
QHEC,
again. Yeah,
yeah,
describe that.
QHEC, which is our quick home energy checkup. What that is, you call the gas company, make an appointment with one of our consultants to have one of our energy assessors come out. What they do is they do a kind of a thorough investigation. What's your HVA system? How old is it? How many times have customers said, oh, I just put that in last year, and come to find out it's 10, 15 years old.
It
Nobody
seemed
keeps
like
track of
last
that.
year, but it was 10 years ago. Right.
Nobody keeps track of that. So they come in, they look at things like, uh, attic insulation, basement insulation, crawl space insulation, how well sealed up is your ductwork. All these things add up to energy savings. So, that's a free assessment. Now, to take it one step further, we've got what we call the QHEC Plus. So in addition to all the things you get with the QHEC, they also do a more thorough investigation, doing a blower door test. People are, what the
Right.
heck's a blower door test? Well, it's a prop that they put in the front door, and it finds the leaks in your house, give you better ideas about how you can save money. They do the blower door test. They have thermal imaging pictures, and at the conclusion of it, once they put together a plan, they send you a detailed report saying, here's what we recommend, and it's a good start. That QHEC Plus is normally $49. That's a very good, that's a very good investment. Right
It
now,
is.
through the
It
end
is.
of September, they're doing it for $1. So for $1, you can get the QHEC Plus, you can get the blower door, the thermal imaging, and then you get a very detailed report. And then you ultimately make the decision. They will go over programs that we have with you. What program's best for you? The
Right.
homeowner ultimately makes the decision, but if you don't know what's out there, how are you going to make that decision?
Well, you can't possibly. Yeah. Most homeowners
Absolutely.
really don't know.
No, we're there to educate you. Here's what we think you should do. We don't sell you anything. We don't do the work. We provide contractors that do that. And all these contractors are qualified, through our on-bill repayment program, again, high efficient equipment. They're not going to put a standard furnace in because, who wants to do that? For the little bit of extra money it costs, you're going to get that back in either the rebates or
Mhm.
your savings on your utility bills. So, there's some great incentives out there.
So you know what I'm thinking? First of all, here it is September, and if you haven't changed your filter on your furnace all summer, do it now so you could be
That's for
ready.
sure.
That's one thing I learned from all of our time together, Gary. Change those filters. But if you haven't done it yet, change it right now so that you'll be ready for the heating system. And what I started doing is when I put in the new filter, I put the date on it. So I know when I did it.
That's a fantastic idea.
I just take a
Just
magic marker and I'll put, today is September 3rd. I'll 9/3/2024. So that way there's no doubt when that filter was changed. So I just felt like that was a good idea. So I'll share that with everybody.
that's a great idea. We talk about your filter. That's a simple thing. We talk
Yeah,
about
but
your
it's a big thing.
absolutely. Your HVAC, again, we said, well, I just installed that last year, a couple of years ago.
10 years
I
ago.
know a lot of contractors, when they do upgrade your equipment, they'll put a date on there for you. This way you know how old that thing is. I mean, hey, we all know I'm a homeowner too. We all fall into that trap. Oh, I just
Mhm.
replaced it. It's brand new, and it's 15 years old. It's like, oh my goodness, I'm looking for a problem here. It's an accident waiting to happen, that's for sure. And again, you don't want it to happen in the middle of the winter.
No, well, you don't want it to happen at all, but it's just like anything else. It does tend to happen at the worst possible moment. I mean, there's not a good moment, but it's September and this is the time to just, start thinking about keeping your house warm, testing your equipment. I guess just turning it on, making sure everything works, right? Changing the filter. And again, call if you have any questions whatsoever, it's a free phone call and at least find out what's available, right? If you don't ask, you don't get. It's as simple
That's
as that.
right. When if you have an unfortunate, we could turn our furnaces on now and kind of have some sort of assurance. Oh, it's working, thank goodness. You know, Going back to how old your equipment is,
Right,
you
right,
know, comes down
right.
to where, hey, it worked when I started it up. What happened? You get a breakdown. Your technician comes out and he says, Mr. or Mrs. Homeowner, this thing is 20 some years old. You need to upgrade it, and from there, you know, they're going to try to sell you a piece of equipment, obviously so, but keep in mind, Save Green. Do you participate in the Save Green program? Yeah, as a matter of fact, I do. Okay, let's go. And they can help you, apply for the program. They can
Right.
give you directions, how to go about doing it. But like you said, that number on the screen, savegreen.com, you know, those are good starts as a homeowner.
Gary, what is the expected lifespan of a furnace?
Well, nowadays, these furnaces, and let's face it, they last about 15 to 20 years. I've gone to houses where it was either a furnace or a boiler. You could have different types of heating equipment. It doesn't necessarily have to be a I'm sorry,
Mhm.
a furnace. We also have incentives for boilers. So there's a lot of different products out there that, we support, high efficient products. So it's something that, 15 to 20 years, we're all homeowners, we're all creatures of habit. Hey, it still works. You know what? Who cares? But when you have that breakdown, you're going to be kicking yourself in the backside. That's for sure.
So so is it fair to say that if your furnace is certainly 15 plus years old, I mean, I don't wish anybody anything bad. I hope your furnace lives
No,
25 years. But if your furnace is 15 years or more, it's just like be prepared because
absolutely. And again, the first thing we think is, I don't know if I could afford that expense. What am I going to do? Well, this 0% financing on
yeah,
bill repayment program, up to $15,000 goes right into your gas bill. You know, it's less of a burden for a homeowner to have to say, I got to take out $10,000, $15,000 out of my savings when you can actually go through the gas company and get the 0%
right.
financing, no big out-of-pocket expense. How could you beat that?
You can. And, as a homeowner, there's certainly no good time to spend, oh, 10, $15,000, 5,000, anything. But it's impossible to live without a furnace. Let's be serious. So I'd rather have a planned expense than an unexpected one. You budget for it, it's coming. So just take advantage of it. That's the whole point here. Save green, save money. New Jersey Natural Gas, you're on the side of the consumer.
Absolutely. We're not that kind of company that says we need to make as much money as possible. No, we want you to save money, get these high efficient products. They work. They truly work. I'm a kind of a firm believer in seeing is believing.
Hmm.
And when my furnace went out, we didn't have these type of programs. So it was like, oh yeah, 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 yeah. And I had a friend in the business and he says, perfect example. I replaced just my furnace. And basically he introduced me to the Save Green program. You know, I wasn't working for the gas company. And
Right.
basically he says, let me tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this 95% efficient furnace. It's gonna have bells and whistles and variable speeds and all. I said, listen, I just need heat. I don't need all that stuff. And
Right.
then he told me about the incentives, and at that time it was rebates. I said, whoa, you mean to tell me they're going to give me how much? And he says, yeah, putting in this type of a furnace, the incentives are there. And from there, our program has just grown and grown and grown. And, here we are now. If I have to replace something, I'll put in a high efficient piece of equipment. I'll get that 0% financing. Just because I work for the gas company doesn't mean I can't get it.
Hmm.
So it's not like, it's just for everybody but the people who work at the gas company. It's a great program. It's a great program for those who lack those resources. On bill repayment program, 0% right into your gas bill. It's a no brainer.
You heard it from Gary. It's a no-brainer. So that's the whole point today on Scan FYI. We want you to know about this program. We want you to take advantage of it. And I do always like to say, for those of you who might have electric heat. Guess what? The electric company also wants you to save money and be efficient. So if you are a customer of Jersey Central Power and Light or an electric company, you should reach out to them as well because they have similar programs. All right. So all utilities participate in this idea of their customers should save money. That's important.
That's a good point. I almost forgot about that. You
Yeah.
know, it's a statewide program,
Yeah.
and like you said, you could have PSE&G,
Whoever, right. Whoever you
New
have.
Jersey Natural Gas, Atlantic City Electric, JCP&L. It's a statewide program. So, if you're not a New Jersey Natural Gas customer, that's okay. But check with your utility. I'm sure they have similar programs.
Yes, all you, it's just been from speaking with you so much and going online and checking for my own clarification. Every utility has a way for you to save money, but it all starts with a phone call. In this case, again, New Jersey Natural Gas, the phone is on your screen. And Gary, as always, I so appreciate you taking the time to share this with us and
It's
make
a
us
pleasure,
aware.
Andre, to always speak with you. That's for sure.
Thank you so much. All right, remember out there, if it's important to you, it's important to us. I'm Andrea Tarr. We'll see you next time on Scan FYI. Bye, everyone, and
Have a
bye,
great day.
Gary.
Take care now.